So today we are going to go to Berbere. I can't wait to show you what's in there because I'm looking for a plant that I can place in my home that is architectural, that is different, that I won't kill. But in the interim, before we go, I gotta get ready, right? So I wanted to thank Merit for sending me my favorite products on the planet. I mean, they use them so much, there's like hardly any left. Luckily, I get to show you guys their newest lip shade. But before we do that, have you seen my cute Merit bag? One of the last? So this bag, by the way, is their signature bag, and you get this with your first order with Merit. So if you guys are looking for beautiful cosmetics and a free bag, this is what you should do. Love the bag, and all these items are going to ship for free if you spend $40. All right. I always start with great skin. And the reason I love great skin is that it's the perfect skin primer, and it just makes me glow. But it allows the makeup application to go on very, very smoothly. So as you can see, I can't get enough of it. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my shade stick, which is foundation and concealer and cover up all in one. And I'm using the shade Bisque. And what you want to do is you only want to put it on the places where you've got little issues. And I've got melasma, as you guys can see, a little bit of redness here. So I just like to cover those up. And then you can also use it under your eyes. I love the Merit brush. It just smooths everything in like silk. I mean, look, you guys, this feels like second skin rather than wearing makeup. And the thing about Merit is that it's a 5-minute makeup routine. So it's great when you're on the go, or if you just carry it in your purse and just apply it. And now look, it looks like I have literally flawless skin. So now that I have my base on, I would call it, then I'm going to go straight to a little bit of contouring with a bronze balm. I'm using Sen. And what's so beautiful about Merit is that everything is non-comedogenic and clean. So you will not break out with this at all whatsoever. And it is so dewy, and it's great, especially if you're aging and your skin's getting tired. This just rejuvenates it, and everything just blends beautifully and allows you to have a very beautiful sun-kissed look. I'm now putting the Flush Balm on. This is vitamin E, and it stays literally all day. It's so creamy. It just melts in your cheeks, and it has some tint in it, which just is delicious. I mean, are you kidding? Are we joking? And you can layer, meaning if you want to go a little harder, what's great about Merit products is that you can definitely layer them. Like, I just look dewy, fresh, and sun-kissed. I'm using terracotta. Neutral brow gel, just to enhance and raise and lift the eyebrows a bit and give it just that finished look. Now I'm going to put on my Merit mascara, which you guys know is my absolute favorite. Completely natural. It does not drip, meaning I don't have raccoon eyes at the end of the day. And it just, I mean, look at the difference. I'm going to show you guys between my right eyelashes and my left. It just pops your eyes open without being clunky and goopy, and it just individually opens up those lashes. And again, you can definitely layer if you want to go for a heavier, bigger look. And here you are, the proof. Now, what I really wanted to talk about today was Shade Slick. This is a combination between, I would say, a lip oil and a tint. And it's got shea butter. So delicious. Hello, and that's just the bottom lip. Wait till the top lip gets some of this stuff. It protects against the environmental toxins. And it's just one of my all-time favorite go-to during the day, running errands. I always have this in my bag. And it is just a really natural, beautiful color. It just brings out your natural beauty inside. So I wanted to add a little more color, so I decided to add a little Beverly Hills on top of my terracotta. And why not? It just brings out a little bit more of that blush, happy, sun-kissed look. So Beverly Hills is also a really good shade, guys. Look at this. All right, guys, here's the full look. 5 minutes, and you've got your makeup on, and you're ready to tackle the day. There is no toxins in this makeup. It's good for you. It protects you against all the harsh elements, and it just feels delicious. No funny odor, vegan, and naturally beautiful. Okay, I got my makeup done, outfits on, and we are now going to go to my favorite place on the planet. It's called Berbere Imports. I just found out about it, I want to say about a year and a half ago, when a client of mine introduced me to it. And they have the best vessels and the best possible plants that you can put, that is architectural and gorgeous, and you can put it in your home. And I know you guys want to do this because I want to do this. So make sure and tap subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go to Berbere Imports. See you. Let's go. We are finally at Berbere Imports again today. We are going to see exactly what plants arrived from Florida, the black olive, and we're going to see the beautiful Berbere pots, the limestones that have just literally come off of a container. And the best combination in the world in Los Angeles, for those that are in the know, is Berbere Imports and Plant Daddies. Follow me. Today was a very exciting day. I have to let you guys know that I have been dying to get a black olive tree. I know they're fickle, and we're going to explain to you exactly how to take care of them when they come and install. Plant Daddies are literally the best in Los Angeles. They know their business beyond well, and they know exactly how plants live, and they literally source everything. They source these plants from all over the world, and this particular plant actually comes from Florida, so they do need a lot of water and temperamental. We're going to see how exactly where this is going to go in my house, and then they're going to teach us exactly how to plant it, how to take care of it, how to water it, etc. So make sure and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on the installation of this black olive, and in general how to take care of plants, because I think that'll be very, very informative, especially from very knowledgeable guys who know what they're doing. We couldn't decide between a larger Plant Daddy black olive or a smaller Plant Daddy, and the reason is that we found two different planters. We found a limestone planter, which is what I came here for. I'm obsessed with limestone planters. The limestone planters come from Indonesia. It takes months and months to get them because of customs, and they have to, et cetera, et cetera. They naturally patina, so they look really beautiful. So I am torn now because the limestone planter that I looked at isn't big enough for the black olive. So if I want the bigger black olive, I'm going to have to get the terracotta planter. So, and as you guys can see in these videos, the terracotta planter is also really beautiful, but it's not what I was looking for. It's not the crack that I was looking for. And even Plant Daddy says limestone and black olive together is like crack. So I want that. I want it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to wait for the next shipment, not of limestone planters, because that's going to be not for another 4 to 6 months, and I'm not waiting that long. So I'm going to wait for the next shipment of black olive trees to come in. The next round of black olive trees should be here next week. We're going to have to get a slightly smaller plant because the limestone planter is not big enough for the ones that I'm interested in. And that should work. It'll be a 10-foot black olive versus the one that I put on hold, and the larger terracotta planter, which is more of a 12-foot that we're just going to trim down a little bit. And by the way, he told me that you don't want to put them into shock, and trimming them is going to put them into shock. So if you want to trim your black olive, you have to do it by an expert, and then you have to give it a week or two to acclimate exactly where it's living. You don't want to cut it and transport it all in the same day or same week. You need to give it time to really acclimate because they're very, very fickle and they're very sensitive. They're like little people. or little cuties. I don't know how to explain it. I did get a cutting of my plant of my black olive as a symbol of motherhood. She's going to be my new baby, and it's a girl. So I only have boys. I have 2 boys, human boys, and 1 dog boy. So now I have finally a girl black olive. To summarize, this is exactly what happened. We've got 12 to 14 foot black olive trees right now that require a very large pot that is somewhere in the 35 to 40 inch diameter, right? So I've got the plant, but I don't have the planter. All the planters that would be big enough are sold out. There is a terracotta planter. I, however, I'm dying for the limestone. Dying for the limestone planter. So if I want the limestone planter, I gotta wait till next week to get the smaller black olive tree. So we've tagged them both. We tagged the larger black olive inside of the terracotta versus the smaller limestone with a 10-foot black olive. So I know it's confusing, but make sure and subscribe so that you figure out which one I end up getting and which one we're going to install. And then we're going to show you the installation of this plant in the house and how to take care of it. I am so excited to share this with you guys. I'm so excited we're on this journey together. And don't you guys want a black olive? Like, people are going crazy in LA right now. I mean, it's like there's a madness for these black olives. So I always like to bring you guys content of what is happening in the design world and what people are doing to get them. There's already 3 other designers and they're trying to grab the black olive. So anyway, I want to give a very special thank you to Plant Daddy and also to Berbere Imports, because Berbere Imports is they've been in business for 47 years, and they are the ones who have a facility with all the planters. So Berbere Imports is the bomb. That's where you want to go if you need a planter. And if you want to plant, you go to Plant Daddies. And Plant Daddies also is opening a retail store, which is going to be really fun, which we're going to take you to, because you're not going to want to miss. I have never been more blown away by a retail store that has plants than what Plant Daddy's doing in Culver City. So we're going to take you there. Again, Berbere Imports, the place. I want to know from you guys, because I'm literally torn and I'm not going to be able to decide until next week when the other plant comes in. Do I get the Berbere limestone smaller planter with a 10-foot tree, or do I get the bigger terracotta planter, which you guys saw, with the 12-foot tree, which we're going to have to trim a little bit? That tree's a little bit more mature. The other tree's a little less mature. It'll mature over time, the other one. So what do I do? Can you guys help me? I am torn. I'm going to drive my sister crazy all week asking her, should we do the terracotta? Should we get the limestone? Terracotta, limestone. Anyway, let me know. I'm so excited that you guys were here with me along on this beautiful journey. And I can't wait to see you guys again next week on the Red Elevator.